The fearless founder we're speaking with today is Dave Evans, CEO and co-founder of Fictiv, located in the San Francisco Bay Area of California. Dave co-founded Fictiv in 2013 to help eliminate a major headache in the development of new products: where to find custom parts. Dave and his team engineered a new approach, streamlining workflows and eliminating barriers in what was often a slow, cumbersome process. Now, Fictiv can match manufacturers with customers to provide custom and standard mechanical parts from prototype to production. But Fictiv has evolved far beyond rapid prototyping. It's now a full-scale global manufacturing and supply chain company for both custom and standard parts. And Dave Evans is the innovative force behind that business. Welcome, Dave, and congratulations on all your successes, including the one that you're holding right now, your newest member of your family, Atlas, 5 weeks old. As you told me when we spoke for the book, you were anything but a typical CEO. So tell us, Dave, what do you see as the leader in an innovative company your role is?
Yeah. Well, that's an easy one. I'd say it's to unlock the potential of all the people you get to touch every single day. That potential could be of your customers to realize their dreams of building robots, surgical equipment, the next wave of energy, or it could be the people in your organization of how do you unlock their potential in marketing or in engineering or in operations, finance, or it could be the business partners you work with, whether it's manufacturing partners or consultants and people you meet along the way to say, hey, you have a lot more potential than what you're doing today, and can Fictiv be a platform to be a force multiplier for you? If you do that and that's your guiding light every day, score takes care of itself. A company is really just a collection of people with a common purpose or goal, and how do you help drive that goal home every day? So
Yeah, and that's one of the very important 5 C's that are in my new book, No Fear, No Failure. And what you're referring to is culture. Anything that you want to elaborate on in terms of what makes Fictiv's culture particularly special and one that sustains innovation?
yeah, I mean, I think culture is something that a lot of people they know is important, but they're not quite sure what it is. It could be, oh, we love to go to the bar after work on Thursdays, or like we always watch this football game together. And so it tries to become this thing that's tangible to define. And I think culture is anything but that. I'm an engineer, and so I like definitions of things. And so we've always defined culture as our operating system. It's the way we work, it's how we work. So then the question is, when someone shows up and they have 20 years experience working at, all the places that they've done beforehand, how do they know how to not only just assimilate to Fictiv's culture, but to add? And so a lot of people say, oh, we've interviewed them, they're a great culture fit. Mm-mm. How are they a culture add? When you bring this person in, are they going to multiply it? And so as a founder and a CEO, Nate and I, my co-founder, we spend all of our time thinking about our real product, which is the culture, which is how we work. And that's had to change from being a startup in San Francisco to being a global company in 4 different regions to now in this next wave, post-acquisition with Mizumi. How is that going to change? Working with a 70-year-old Japanese public company, and what should that product look like? And what is our culture there? That's still my mission, whether it's 4 people, 40 people, 400 people, and now part of a 12,000 person company.
I'd love to talk about that for just a couple minutes because obviously you are the dad of a growing family of 5. And in terms of the Mizumi relationship and the considerations that you made in making sure that it was a good cultural fit with Fictiv.
To grow anything from nothing, so to have an idea and then be able to make it into reality takes a lot of sacrifice. And so I think along that, it was a 12-year journey from us, from incubation to this next kind of chapter post-acquisition. A lot of things can get neglected or sacrificed through that journey. I'm lucky to have someone in my corner that's my cheerleader, supporter, life partner in Erica, who's been here every step along the way. And we've had the blessing to be able to grow a beautiful family with 3 kids. And so for me, building a family was, just as important, if not more important than, growing the Fictiv and, product and organization. And so I feel blessed to be able to have both in my life and get to run both and fail at both and learn every day at both. And Mizumi represents, this beautiful next chapter. So I didn't know that we would meet an organization like Fictiv in Japan, but when we met them, their focus is on speed and time value creation is how they think about it. How do they actually create time by giving it back? So we had a lot of those same ethos. They had people long-standing working the business for decades. They thought a lot about, the societal impact of their product, and they were awarded from the PM of Japan for being essentially a utility of Japan. They really saw it beyond just, small standard components to being this, really facilitator for innovation to happen. And so when all this cultural alignment happened, again, the score takes care of itself. Like I said, the financials line up, the acquisition lines up, what those things are. All that stuff happens as a result of commercial fit and cultural alignment.
Well, Dave, thank you. Atlas, thank you for being such a good audience member today. Congratulations on the merger, the culture, the integration. And I know we're going to continue to hear and see great things from Fictiv in the future. So thank you again, Dave.
Thank you so much.
We'll announce our next Champions of Change conversation on LinkedIn. In the meantime, you can pre-order your copy of No Fear, No Failure on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and bookshop.org.